to the computer and do the things for me. Okay, we back and we better, y'all. Hopefully, I can hear my guests now. Everybody that was in the chat, come on, let's run it back. I ain't gonna be on here much longer. Put it on both of them, Day. Hey, y'all, come on back in. They finna drop the link. We gonna continue for a little bit longer. I heard Shonda was in the chat. Come on back, Shonda. What's that name? I don't even want to call it no name. I'm so sleepy. I'm so tired. I don't even want to call it no names. I'm sick of them people. I'm real sick of we back and we better. You did the what you call it that day? No, I was just asking you a question. Dang, 246 so bad. Who is this? Oh, Warren of Doctors. I don't know who just texts me some crazy stuff, but don't text me nothing crazy. Okay, let's see if this is my girl. Hold on, Miss Melissa. We waiting on Sharita. Drop the link. Let's see. Come on back, Rita. In my Price is Right voice. Come on down. Come on down. Dang, I ain't got. I'm waiting on Sharita. I gotta get my guest the honor first, y'all. I don't see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. What's up, everybody? Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Gino. What's up? Hey, Miss Beverly Hayes, you and Sharita Spook is that behind? Right. We show this, but it's all pressure, Miss Hayes. I'm not quitting. But we gonna be making vases and doing some stuff and having some good conversations after we're done with this mission, right? Because I feel like I'm on the mission, y'all. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, you guys. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Kiwi. Hey, Jazzy. 313. Come on back, Miss Sharita. We waiting on you, boo. Hey, Lady Rose. Hey, Trudy Combs. Hey, boo. Hey, Lakeisha. We getting back up there. I want to see Play-Doh face come online. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 4.99. Roz, tap that behind. Let me see. Hey, Roddy Queen, tap that behind, knock some sense in her. Right. That's exactly what I'm going to do. While they keep playing, Shonda, bring yourself, but not that dusty, dirty carpet. She got dirty carpet. That go my girl.
Dusty, dirty car.
Okay. Wait a minute. Sharita, you see they say Big Greasy was an audience. I want her to come on. What you think?
Man, you and then your live just had to mess up the live.
I know my son called in and he threw it off.
But
And
guess
he
what?
don't want nothing.
We
What he
heard
say
everything.
today?
We can still hear you and everything.
I know, but I couldn't hear y'all. What I
I was
supposed to do?
like, oh
Read
my God.
lips? We was having a good conversation,
Pull up,
huh?
sister. We ain't never scared. What you mean? What she at?
That's
Here
what
we
we're
go.
like. We ain't gotta be like them. They didn't want to let me up in they chat today because I was gonna tell her. I'm peeping you.
Come on,
Shonda, come on
Shonda.
back in the chat.
And,
Boo boo kitty.
and we
Come
gotta let
on
Miss
back. We can
Melissa back
talk.
because Miss Melissa, we didn't have a chance to get what she was saying now. So if Miss Melissa can come back on, let her finish, and then Shonda can pull up.
Okay, let's see. I think Miss Melissa was back here. Okay. I
Hey,
see
Miss
some say
Melissa.
Hello.
Sharon's
I'm not
girl.
gonna.
Hi, Miss Melissa. You
Hello,
back on,
Roz,
baby.
Rita. I'm not gonna keep you out long. I just, I've been following you from day one, and then I'm a supporter for you, and then also on Facebook. But again,
Thank
I just
you.
wanted to say that I feel like you and Sharita doing a really, really good job. I think Sharita's doing a really good job in that sister circle where she's getting rid of a lot of people. And I don't like to say the bushes, but I do go look and don't say nothing and then try to see some of the names, but she already beat me to it. She already been removed them. But
Yeah. Yes,
anything that
Les
you
Sharita
have,
ain't playing about that sister circle. We looking for a group of united front where even I could be a little vulnerable, you know?
we all can because there's a lot of things I don't get on here and say, and I'm not just gonna say about me, just because of the things that I do and the people that I help. But I just feel like a lot of people thought you got on here for clout. I never saw that. I honestly thought that you was, trying to help. And I think that people turned everything around. And I don't
Yeah.
think that you should be, I don't think that you can be so evil and have raised two great daughters. I
Right.
know, Day Day, Nana, I follow both of them.
Thank
Just good, great
you.
channels. Love the last video that Day Day dropped. Love the juicing and the fasting and everything that Nana Powers is doing. Love the things she's doing with her daughter. So I'm not just out here for negative. I'm for positive. I think I
Yeah.
wrote something to Nana early on about how proud I was of her, and I
Thank
know she could
you.
do it because it only took me 2.5 years to finish my PhD, and then I moved on. Two
All
more years of medical,
right.
a medical degree, and then you become a psychiatrist. So there's a lot of things that I know that I'm not gonna say, but I will say this to you and Sharita, y'all
Yes,
on the right
ma'am.
track.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I
Uh,
really feel that in my heart, Miss Melissa. And that's the only reason why I keep going, because I feel like at the end of the day, it may be all this hard stuff and going through all this scrutiny. But if I could see those babies in a healthy environment, that would make my day. And I will move on, because it's not just about Treese, it's about her children,
that's right.
and if her children are okay, whether she's around or not, I will be satisfied.
That's great. And a lot of people, the reason why people don't come forth and tell about things is because the same way that they did Lele. I didn't really
Mm-hmm.
watch the video, but somebody screenshotted it to me. And
Mm-hmm.
people don't come forth because people don't believe them. And I mean, they was just ripping her. I mean, the ones the screenshot that was sent to me. Let me just put it like that. I didn't watch it myself, but the one that was sent to me, there was so many nasty comments in there. But that's the reason why people don't like to tell. And I'm going to tell you. People say, oh, 8, 9 year olds, they'll know what they're doing. Some 8, 9 year olds, they do know what they're doing. And when they plan
Yeah.
and they want you, and it's like maybe 2, 3, 4 around them. I mean, come on, that's just something that it seems. But I've always thought in my hearts of hearts that there was more to that story than the hatred that Lele was putting out there. That something had to have happened to her. That's my
Yeah.
counseling kicking in. So I knew that before anybody else had to say anything. I knew, and I will not call any children name or anything. But if you go back and you just look at stuff, but I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to get off. The reason people do not bring children into counseling and to see a psychiatrist is because they're going to tell it. Once a
Yep.
child gets some rapport and once they understand that you care about them, they are
Mm-hmm.
going to tell it.
Yep.
And
And what I'll say, the reason why she is avoiding giving her kids a fair share to therapy is she's afraid they're gonna tell on her, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
that's
That's what
exactly
I
what they're going to
strongly
tell.
feel. Because
And
Them
what
you
officers
mother
gonna be
doesn't want to
waiting
help
right
a
at the door
child?
for her.
and
Them
Ross,
officers, the
whoever knew
officers
anything
gonna be
about
waiting
it,
on them.
those kids are going to tell it. They're going to tell it
Yep.
all. They're going to tell about the cameras and how they
Yeah.
couldn't have looked up. They are going to tell more than you think because her kids are smart kids
Yeah.
And you know
because they
what?
streets.
Yep.
I never bought this up. I just thought about it. And I'm so serious because me and Keisha, we became friends. And Treese didn't like that. I didn't switch out on her. Me and you been stopped being friends when I wouldn't defend her with her and Chanel Coco. But I'm gonna say this. One time me and Keisha was on the phone and we were just talking about the kids. And and Keisha was like, that's when Rennie was in gymnastics. And so Rennie had a big bruise on her, like on her back area. And so it was the lady, Miss Alabama, and Keisha. That was out, both there. And so Miss Alabama happened to sit down by Rennie. And so Rennie came over there where she was, and she basically was like, oh, did you see that big old bruise on my back? And Miss Alabama said, yeah, I see that, girl. What happened to you? She was like, my mama did that to me. And Miss Alabama said she felt like, why you telling me? Like, what make this baby telling me this? Like, what's going on? So she said, Miss Alabama said, do you want me to talk to your mom about it? You want me to talk to her about it? She said, no. I don't want you to say nothing to my mama because I'm just gonna say you lying. I'm gonna tell my
Mm-hmm.
mama, like my mama told me to tell everybody. If somebody asks me what happened to me, I hurt myself at gymnastics.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what those kids have been taught. But I'm telling you, as being a clinical person, when they're away from that, because when you counsel kids, the parent don't be in there with them. So what you do is make it comfortable as possible, and children begin to tell it.
Yep.
Believe it or not, they tell it. And this is the reason why. Now, this allegedly, I do not have any facts about this, because I'm not where they're at, so I don't have any facts about this. But everybody was saying she won't let her go to school. She won't let her go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you're a counselor, if I was her counselor, therapist, and I thought something was coming down, I could go remove her out of that school, have her placed somewhere else, and when it's time to get out of school and she come get her, the social workers, authorities, or whatever, be waiting there to tell her that she has been removed, and you don't have
Mm-hmm.
anything to do with it. So now that I never said anything, but that could have been the reason why. Because when we pull them immediately. We'll pull them at 8:30 in the morning. We'll pull them at 7:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have the right to do that,
Yeah.
and
And
we
but
don't have
this
to tell you where they're at. And then if it's
Yeah,
just
and
one,
this is why she used to brag about being in Atlanta in
mm-hmm,
certain counties, because she said
That's
they
what
were
I'm
real
talking about.
lenient on these type of accusations. Like they would give her a pass. She would just tell them that she's popular, and a lot of people, do things out of spite. And this is why when we report her, we leave our names, right? Because we want them to understand this is not anonymous. This is not out of spite. This is out of concern. This is who I am, because we know the tactics that she's been using for a very long time.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right. Drop the link that we just gotta stay prayerful.
hang up Melissa before she starts talking about another credential. Why?
We ain't worrying about that. Purple,
Why?
y'all need to stop because at the end of the day, she dropping jewels and somebody needed to hear that. And she
Yeah.
actually just one thing about God, God do things differently. But he like to do things in order. So it was just
Yeah.
meant for her to come. This day was already designed. It was
Yep.
meant for Miss Melissa to come on here and drop her
Mhm.
credentials so she can go into what she was trying to say. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, we ain't this we understand where you came from, Miss Williams, and we respect it and whatever, and it is what it is. We gonna have those type of comments, but we know how to deal with them people. It ain't that, yeah. We
And
ain't
I
doing
Yeah.
come and
that.
I
And
come
then
with love,
somebody
and I earn these credentials. I earned them. Can't
exactly.
nobody take them away from me. Can't nobody
Mhm.
threaten me with my company, my
Mhm.
business, my work. Can't nobody threaten me.
That's what
Yeah.
the,
So
the girl Shonda was saying. You post my kids or my family, I'm gonna come after you and your daughter. You can't involve my daughter over something that I decided to do. But they're so jealous at the fact that my daughter has earned two law degree. I mean, she has two bar exams in two different states that they want to see her lose. But she can't lose nothing because of my action. It would directly have to be her actions. Like it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
and that's all I had to say. But before I leave for Pickle Factory LLC, I just wanted to let you know I'm about to start um, school to become a lawyer to get my JD. So, considering you say before I drop any more, and that doesn't have anything to do with my two bachelors and my two masters. I only
Bam.
have
Wow.
four sisters, and I'm five, and all of them are PhDs and master levels. Okay, and one
That's
is
It's
a
mu-
lawyer.
it,
She's
it,
a
it's much
JD.
love. It's much love, Miss Melissa. The thing about it is like, regardless of the matter, we say what we got to say about the ops. But one thing about the sister circle and Rise allowing us to come on this panel, y'all, and in these chats, we gotta respect each other. We
That's
ain't
right.
Yeah.
we not coming for Miss Melissa and nobody else that's with us because we rocking over here and we a team. So
Yeah.
we popping over here and we talking
Mhm.
about what we need to talk about. Miss
Yeah.
Melissa ain't done nothing to nobody. We giving her a fair chance to speak her truth and whatever she want to talk about. So let's respect each other.
That's
And I
right.
come with love. That's all. I just come with love, and I just see that there's a lot of scare tactics going on, and I just don't want you all to fall for them. That's it.
Oh.
And and I just brought some of my knowledge out
Mhm.
so you all could know. But I'm not
Yeah.
trying to act like I'm smarter than anybody or anything. But I do want people to know that there are some things that's going to be done. And these people
Mhm.
keep talking about, Roz need to shut up. Ain't nothing going to be done. She really need to shut up. They're just going this, that. No, they don't need to shut up. That's their mouth. This is Raw's platform. See, that's what
This
I
is
don't
our
understand what people are
platform
getting.
because it ain't me without y'all. This is
Exactly.
ours.
But
I'm
I'm saying
very
you're the
selfless
head
when
of
it
it.
comes to it.
And then we respect what you do. You know what I'm
That's
Yeah,
saying?
right.
So can't nobody
Miss
tell you, treat you like a child, telling you what you gonna say and what you're not gonna say. And really, I
exactly.
don't have beef with anybody. But when
right.
you
Exactly.
then the side I'm on is the side of these kids and the right
Right.
side.
That's
Miss
right.
Melissa, the Purple Pickle Factory LLC said she sincerely apologized. She said she was just talking, but she apologized to you.
Thank
Okay.
you. And
Thank
you know
you,
what?
And sent you
boo.
some hearts with
I
it. She
love
said,
a person
And
that can
just like that, it's
apologize.
gone from me. Cause I come with love. God is love.
Yep,
You
he
know,
sure
I'm
is.
saved and filled
God
with the
is
Holy
not
Ghost. So,
fear. God
you
is
know, I
not any
got to
of
be
these things that
God
these
way. I'm
people
not
try to
trying to
do.
harm anybody. But
That's
if you come
right.
for me or you start lying on Roz or you, yes, you will see me out there. You will see me
Mm-hmm.
coming in on that because y'all are not those people. People trying to make y'all out of monsters.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't no monster.
Yeah. Not at all.
And
far
you know,
from it.
and like I
And that's
said,
why I say they be like, she needs to repent. My heart is where love is at. My heart is concerned about the kids being able to have a chance at a regular life that's decent and uplifting and loving. If my heart is there, you cannot tell me nothing because you don't like what the truth is about somebody that you want to gain something from. That don't have nothing to do with me. I
But
know
you know
where
what, Miss Melissa? And I told Roz, I said, sis, I said, I literally had to pray because I'm like, I ain't trying to come on no platform with this. This not who I am. You know, I said, but you know
yeah.
what? God has us on a journey.
that's
God
right.
know
Yeah.
exactly what he was doing when he put his hands in and say, I'm gonna take Roz because she gonna speak and she bold, and I'm gonna get Sharita
Mm-hmm.
to link up with Roz and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened like that. It was never
Yeah.
planned. It wasn't like,
It was
oh, I
never
just got into it with
planned.
Treat Roz, so I want to get on your team. It didn't come down like that. That ain't even how we
Nope.
linked up. Roz didn't
Nope.
even know who I was. And she was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Sis, this whole time, I did not know that was you, the one that was over there
In the
cooking."
kitchen. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
she was like, I spoke highly of you. We connected on a whole different level. It was on something else totally different. But
Mm-hmm.
but so happened, Trees, she just started trying to attack me on her
Mm-hmm.
platform and wouldn't stop. And I said, sis, do you mind if I get on there and just defend myself? I just gotta speak up for who I am. Cause you're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
continue to drag me in it and just keep
That's
calling. She
right.
was calling my name. Sharita,
Yep.
the one from Texas. You know what I'm saying? And da da da
Yep.
da. Girl, I don't have time because I really wasn't bothering you. I even text this girl several times. I said, stop playing with me. Stop. I say you need to stop playing for me. You don't know who you coming for. And then let me let y'all know this one thing. And I said it before and I said it before again. I reported Treese before we even got into it, y'all. So
Mm-hmm.
Treese can go back before me and Treese even had a fall down. When I was there and I witnessed what I witnessed, I reported it then. Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
didn't wait no whole year. I didn't wait no months to go on. I reported Treese when I was around Treese.
Yeah, but she
And
was
I
trying to
said,
act like it was
please get
done
these babies from him.
anonymously and she didn't know. I said she know who reported her.
I texted her and told her I reported her. And I also texted her and told her I was gonna report that she put a hit on Coco. I texted her this,
Uh-huh.
y'all. I
Yeah.
let her know I was because let me tell y'all something. And you know, I'm just talking. But when we was over there, and I said this to y'all before, but when me and my children were over there again, and I was helping her, I was in the kitchen cleaning up before I got ready to cook. And my kids, my boys loved her kids. They took them kids outside. They threw the football with them. They went exercising. They was doing everything with those kids. And them kids enjoyed it. So my son that was 17 came in the house. They all just having a conversation, playing the video game with the kids. And my baby said, what y'all want to be when y'all grow up? Da da da, chopping it up with the kids. These kids, not kids, but this little boy said, I just want to be bisexual when I grow up.
Oh
And
God.
y'all, she can pull this up in on her cameras. I can give her the exact date when it happened. She can go that whole day and look for it in her camera. I can tell her when it happened. She wasn't even there. And then PJ came back with my son in the car. And I corrected Aiden right then and there. I said, hey, baby. I said, don't speak like that. I said, if your mama would have heard this before I knew anything, like I didn't know nothing was going on. I said, if your mama heard you talking like that, you know your mama will get you. I said, but you know,
Mhm.
when your mama get here, I'ma tell it, baby. I said, don't ever hear me, don't ever talk like that. I said, because I don't even know if
Mhm.
you even know what that means. So
Exactly.
PJ pulled up first with my baby boy in the car because again they went and got crabs. When PJ got there, I said, PJ, I told him exactly what had just happened. He said, Aiden and Katie, get y'all so and so up them stairs right now. They went upstairs, and again, he did what an uncle should have done. He set those babies in that room for probably about a good 30 minutes, and he had a conversation with them.
Mhm.
I didn't ever want him to whoop the kids. I never wanted her to whoop her kids. And so
Mhm.
when they came back, her and Keisha and my one of my other sons, when they came back, it was getting late. So then, I said, PJ already talked to him, and I was supposed to ride to court with her. So when I wrote the court with her, that's when I let her know what had occurred with her baby. And when she called him to the court, y'all, I felt stupid. I'm like, damn, I shouldn't even told this girl what happened. She didn't
Mhm.
even, how like, no, I didn't expect you to whoop him, but I also didn't expect you to condone the behavior. But I didn't even know
Exactly.
she was the one that was, allowing the behavior. When she
Yeah.
called him to the car, instead of her talking to him, say, hey, babe, and I don't know where you learned that from, where you got it from, and da 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 da. Her thing was, hey, what you say, what you tell her boys that you want to be when you grow up? He said, huh? What you tell her, kid? He said, I told him I want to be bisexual. Oh, okay. You ain't got to be scared to tell me. Courtney gay, so if that's what you want to be, I don't have no problem with that. I said, what the fuck I tell her this for then? How
Knowing
you
they
don't
too
want me to
young
just
to
say to
even
my,
recognize. Thank you for
and
the super chat, Miss Q
I'm
Cartwell.
sorry,
Thank
sis.
you, boo. I appreciate you.
That just brings tears to my eyes. It really
Yeah,
does.
and
Yeah.
she said on her live, she brought this up to the public. I did it. When she brought it up to the public, she said, why didn't you whoop my kids? Why didn't it takes a village? Okay, tell me this, Miss Williams, why would I whoop her child? Y'all tell me why would I have a reason to whoop her child when she okayed it? Number one,
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he even needed a whooping. I
Exactly.
said, I have a conversation, explain to him what this is a thing. I don't. People can say, well, they were born this way and da da da. But this is the thing. I feel like kids don't have choices like that until you get a certain age. Don't come in my house talking about you want a boyfriend and you 10 years old. Because
That's
now
right.
I have a problem with that. Because this is the thing. You got to realize what you're doing. You're putting that on other people's kids. People don't allow
Yeah.
their kids to be gay, but or bisexual. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it's wrong and I'm against it, but at 10 years old, I'm not going to condone their behavior.
You're gonna
Exactly.
question them and make them aware of what it is and see if they really understand it, or is it just a word that they're throwing around because they heard it or seen it. Because you have to, that's where you have to have a conversation and explain some things. Because at 10, I don't think, if you're not naturally born that way, because I believe people are born who they are, right? But
That's
if
right.
you're, if yeah, you can see signs in your child as they're growing up. Like she said, she could, look at her child and she knew what direction he was going in. I believe that to be true because I have people that I know that it's really just, that's their personality, that's who they are, right? And I
Right.
love and respect them for who they are. But at 10, if you don't see signs of that and you think your child is just throwing around words, it's just good to just have a conversation and
Yes.
explain it to the best of your ability. And if that's how they still think, then you tell them at 10 years old it's not even appropriate to think on that level. Like, you got a lot of time to grow and maybe have a change of heart. So let's not claim nothing just right now.
Yeah, because how you
Let's
gonna
see.
project that on other people's kids? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And then
And
you
what you
think about that child going to a school, going to a playground, and another little boy out there playing. He don't know what you got going on. Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you, I don't care if they born that way and that's how he thinking. Had they would have been me as a child and little girl, I'm bopping you in your face. Get out! Don't be touching on me. And I know how that's
Yeah.
how my sons was when they was little. They was rough. So if
Yeah.
a little
My
boy
boys
touch on,
were too.
yeah, if a little boy come touch on my baby booty, it's a problem, y'all.
That's
Yeah.
They
right.
gonna
But
be
I
they gonna
just
be
think
out there fighting
at 10 it's
at
just a
10.
conversation to have, period. Like, I have an 11-year-old granddaughter. We're not on the conversation of sexuality because she hasn't showed an interest. But if she come in here and say something that's alarming, then that's going to be a conversation till we as a family, it's going to be a conversation just to bring awareness to her words. And if she can sit up and explain exactly why she feel the way that she feel, then we would just say, hey, at 11, it's not even time to focus on that.
Right.
You're too,
Exactly.
it's just inappropriate at your age, period. And this is why I don't understand why Treese normalized a lot of things that happened to her young, because it wasn't even, she shouldn't have been opened up to it either. See,
Right. We got
somebody
it.
normalized it for her. So
Right.
she's spreading that same thing. Doesn't make it normal. It
Right.
doesn't make it okay. You know what I'm saying? But
And-
that that's why I tell my children about different households.
yeah.
Different
That's right.
households is you have to be careful, because
Spending the night.
what I may not allow, somebody else may normalize something that's really twisted and sick
Being
in
said.
my mind, right?
That's
That's
But
right.
right.
you just got to be careful. You really have to be aware of who your child is with, what the parents are about, what their siblings is about. Like, you don't want no outer influence too soon, you know?
Right. And I'm not saying that they're not born that way. I'm not saying that some people are not attracted to the same sex. That's not what I'm saying. But you clarified and you cleared what I wanted to say, because that's what
Mhm.
I'm saying. I just feel like if that's what your child is doing, y'all can't make somebody else's child that's straight. You get
That's
what
Mhm.
I'm
right.
saying? You
That's
can't
right.
you can't make somebody else child that's straight get in that same environment with your child. And it's like I said, if my child would have been that age and it would have been that type of situation going on, I'm sure it would have been some mamas out there fighting, because my son would have been doing some stuff, bopping him. Period. And I'm just being
Yeah.
honest. And then the
Yeah,
mama
and
was
you
gonna
and
get
you got to
involved.
be careful, because
Yeah.
that's another thing that's a part of the equation. You even have to tell your child, if they're talking like that at 10 years old, where their minds are not fully developed and aware that everybody household is not the same as yours. So you have to be mindful and really let your child know, don't take this out into the schools or with your friends, because you have to make sure at certain ages. This is why it's age appropriate behavior, because when it's age appropriate, you know who you can go up to or not. You have discernment, right? You know if somebody is straight or gay. You know that, so you know who you're gonna try
That's
to
right.
come on to, right? But at 10 years old, I don't think you can really determine that. So that's why it's just not age appropriate to even think about what your sexuality is going to be. Like, it's just too soon. You
Hmm.
have to let the brain
It is.
develop a little bit
That's right.
further, so that they can understand you. If that's who you are, then you have to get around like-minded people. You can't take that to somebody that's not with it, because then it could be a problem and somebody can get hurt,
That's right. That's
And you
right.
know
somebody
what?
could be offended.
And this is the thing. She get on here and say, and not accepting accountability, because well, we already know she's not gonna do that. But her action,
Yeah.
this is learned behavior. This is what her kids saw her doing. So
Yeah.
all they getting on here talking about they learned that on YouTube. Now you finding a place to blame it on. You
Yeah,
finding
she
somewhere
said
to put place
roadblocks, and
blame.
it's not. I mean, it's things on roadblocks, but not to the extent of their behavior, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It,
like that's her defense. They learned that on YouTube. Girl, stop lying. Stop lying. Just know what you did in front of them. Because what you did in front of them, you was bringing men home in front of them. You
yep.
was, and I'm no disrespect to you, Miss, when you screwing men in front of them, telling your kids to turn their head while you in the room.
Yep.
Child, they already, she over there asleep. You on Facebook right in
Hmm.
front of us. This is the thing about what we have to think about, y'all. She didn't been live. So we don't have to assume. She said on
Mhm.
her
Right.
live with her child in the room, both of her kids start talking about how she was giving oral sex and her son was in the background laughing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes. Mm.
So you telling me that's learned behavior on YouTube when you doing it right in front? You described it. You went into details. They act like you want the whisper. Like, girl, stop
Mhm.
playing. You doing so much stuff in front of your kids, and then talking about they learned to know you done it in front of your children.
Yep. She introduced it.
And that's the thing.
I believe she introduced it way too soon, and
She did.
now this is what she has to deal with.
And
You
everybody saw it
know.
on live, so I don't understand what her followers are saying, but they're saying what they want to. I want to tell you this, Roz. Let me tell you why so many people against you. It's
Mhm.
because you're about to blow up and they see it.
Yeah,
You're
I
about to
feel
go
it's gonna be real
farther than
big.
you ever could imagine. This is right here is overwhelming. You didn't think it was gonna go like this. But everything they're now they're afraid. All these people who's been bragging and all this stuff, and I'm not gonna say everybody because I do follow some people, and just because you know, and maybe you're in the person or whatever, I go over to those chats. I never say anything about you or whatever. If somebody says something, I get in there, and of course I defend you because I support you. I support you on both
Mm-hmm.
channels. So
Thank
you're
you.
going farther. I mean, you're going. I mean, when
Yeah.
you really,
Yeah.
you seeing it right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing it, and I was so surprised because I knew that God had directed me here, and she stuck out to me, but I wasn't quite sure why. But now it all makes sense. It
Exactly.
all makes sense what it was all about that I needed to say, and I needed God needed me to use the words right, and He needed me to put it into perspective, and that's what exactly what I did. And I don't care if people are upset about it. Just don't disrespect me. If you
Exactly.
disrespect me, then I can go there with you, right? Because I don't have a
Exactly.
problem with that. But at the same time, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. But to flat out try to tell me what to say, how to say it, when you gonna stop, that's not your business.
Exactly.
That's what
You're a
I don't
grown woman.
understand.
I can't
Like,
tell you what to
you
do.
can't stop me from making an adult decision. And
That's
I
right.
have made a mindful adult decision to follow this thing through. And that's what I'm gonna do. So don't worry, I'm never gonna let anybody discourage me. Anybody.
Because you're going faster. You're gonna do it quicker. You're gonna go do it
Yeah.
so quick you're not gonna be able to believe it. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
come
Oh,
to you, Sharita, and then I'm gonna get off y'all live. Um Sharita, it's up to you. But if I was you, I would pray about it and I would ask God because I feel like you need a page. I feel like that there is so much in you and not about this, but it's just so much other things that you have been through that you can talk about it. You have to put out your
Hmm.
life out here, but you can talk about it. You can talk about things. There's a lot of respect that you have, especially over in the sister circle. People are respecting you. So if God is sending you to somewhere, and I know how you say, oh, I would never do this, I would never do that. I think that
Hmm.
God may have put Roz with you because when I can understand. Like when you get hot headed, like I do, Roz know how to calm you.
Yeah.
When I get hot headed, my
We
sister, my
already
BFF,
said that, right? I'll
she
be like,
calms me.
Sarita,
Exactly.
Sarita.
oh my
So
goodness.
I think that if you stick with her, you will be fine because God put people together to calm the storm. And so when you get all, amped up or whatever, God speak to Roz and Roz bring you back down. So there's a
Hmm.
reason you're together.
Yep.
And not only them, Nana Powers, and then Day Day, that they're doing the same thing. I want y'all to
Mm-hmm.
keep doing what you're doing. Do not let these people stop you.
Oh
This is the
no.
time to do this. And Rod, you're gonna be so blessed because you're doing things for free that
Yep.
people are
I'm
charging and
doing
ripping
things for
people off.
free.
Yes,
I'm
and
like, put your business out there. I don't understand why people charge. It's everybody, they don't even know. God will bless you so much more if you give.
yes,
Like all
exactly,
that pulling and taking and wanting and needing, you won't even have a want or a need if you
exactly.
just give and
That's right.
share. So I don't care how big I get. And people like, oh, you're gonna take. No, I'm not. I love helping people. That's what my
Exactly.
heart's desire. I don't think that my heart's gonna ever change. I'm not gonna allow it to change. If
Exactly.
you're
So
promoting something, I have 3 promotions to do now. The book that I promoted is selling real good. Like, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful because I'm not gonna be like those people that want 20. I don't need it. Like, God been carrying me for many years with four
that's right.
kids, making sure that we have been fine. Now it's time for me to show him my appreciation
That's right.
by just giving back.
And so, Sharita, I want you to pray about it and think about it because I don't want you to lose your blessing by saying, no, I don't want to deal with it. Because
Yeah.
anything that God brings you through, God sees you through it. So,
Yep.
with Him, you'll get it. But like I said, I know I would have to be polished because sometimes, I get like you. But then I have my sister that, especially with the business, she said, wait a minute, now you calm down now. You know, I mean, and like I said, we all professors. So she knows my strength, I know hers. She knows when somebody's scamming me. I know when they scamming her. So I just see you and Roz like that. And I just see that y'all are gonna blow up. But I do want you to think about a page. I really do.
I've
Yep,
been
I
thinking about
told her,
it. I
yeah,
had a
think
couple
about
of
it.
talks
Because
today with my
people really be like,
sister.
where's Sharita?
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. I mean, I'm not telling you all what to do. It's
No, no,
been a
no.
great.
It's basically like confirmation because it was actually discussed today with one of my sons. And my son, he was like, Mama, you don't have to. This, listen, it's so funny because like Ryan started the sister circle so we can get in there and we can just talk about and be vulnerable and talk about so much more things, anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I
Exactly.
was waiting on. And so it's like I do have a story to tell, and Ryan know a little bit of my story
Hmm.
and or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And so my plan was to always have that, but not this kind of way. You get what I'm saying?
Oh
Not this
yeah.
kind of way.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And my whole thing was even getting on Roz's platform to, was only to defend my name. That was it, you know.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I have done some things in the background before when I
Hmm.
lived in Atlanta, and I've done some things before I moved to Atlanta. Even I did a couple of things with Ricky Smiley. So people always would tell me, "Girl, you TV, you
Hmm.
radio, your
Hmm.
voice, what you
Mm-hmm.
That's
catchy.
right.
People love you." So it's been that, and so that's what I was saying. Like I actually picked up and moved in 2009 or whatever, and I actually changed phone numbers and lost some phones. So I lost a lot of contacts. We didn't have social media wasn't that big then. So I
Exactly.
lost a
Hmm.
lot of contacts and things of that nature. But I used to I did a couple of radio station things with Ricky Smiley when he first came to Dallas. So and I had well, I was married to my husband. Just gonna put this out there, and I lost my husband in 2007. And when I lost my husband in 2007, Ricky Smiley got the whole community together in Dallas, and child, they blessed us for 2 years. Like I'm talking about, my entire house was filled up with everything. But so I've been around blessed people, and then my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, they retired from the city of Dallas, and we didn't want for anything. We was blessed. My husband was killed one day after Thanksgiving. And so when he got, when that happened, people just I was already a popular girl in Dallas, period, whatever. But when it happened, people always loved me. So people showered me and my kids for a couple of years. And then it was overwhelming because I felt like I didn't have the time to grieve. So I just picked up and moved. And I stayed gone for a couple of years and I came back and then I just started all over.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
coming on here, of course, I want to talk about the children, but the Lord told me do not leave before I tell Roz about how she's going up so fast, and to continue and don't let anybody stop her.
I'm
And
not.
then he also told me about you, Sharita, to tell you that you like, but you just basically affirmed it that you had a story, that you
Yeah.
got things to tell. And when once you were saying that you lost all contacts, the spirit said that you can get them back.
Yep.
They're right at your fingertip.
It
They've been
is.
asking for me.
See,
Yep,
so
it
I
will.
knew none of that.
I'm gonna keep encouraging her because Sharita has a great deal of personality, and I was just telling her today is someone in our group that I want to Sharita to kind of mentor and talk to her
Hmm.
because she's newly going through losing her husband. And she said her best friend, and I just want Sharita to be a lifeline for her to let her know how she got through, because the intimate love is different,
Is
so
that
I
sure
want
is.
Sharita to be able to talk to her and encourage her as well.
Well, ladies, I'm here, and one thing about me, I'm confidential. That's what comes in my credentials. If we say something, then it's right there. The only time I'm not confidential, if you tell me you're going to kill somebody, a child been molested, touched, or anything, I'm going to tell
Mm-hmm.
that. Other than that, I'm confidential. I have no side side here. Again, I'm on these kids' side, and I don't care who it is. If I want to respond about these kids, I'm going to respond about the kids up under those posts. That's the
Yep.
only kind of mess that if you call it mess, that's the only kind of messiness anybody can say that I'm in. But I'm always
Yep.
going to advocate for children for who
Yep.
I
Me
am.
too. I'm right with you.
So y'all have
Can
a
you
good
tell
night,
Daddy to drop
ladies.
the link one more time, Ross, please?
Davion, drop the link, baby. She
And it
right
was
here.
it was
Okay.
good talking
Well,
to you
thank
all.
you
And
so
we'll be
She
talking
much.
later.
I received that.
Okay.
Inbox me.
I will. I am going to do that, Sharita, anyway. You didn't have to tell me
Okay.
that. I'm going to inbox you tomorrow.
All right.
Because there's some
Thank
things you just
you.
don't stay online. You don't say online.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
Okay. See you later. Bye,
Okay. Bye
Roz.
bye bye. Thank you. Okay. Who needs the link, Sharita? Smash
Somebody,
that like
everybody
button
say,
for Leaf Clover. Say smash that like button, y'all.
Y'all,
Somebody
if
said,
y'all
I
think
feel you,
this
Sharita.
y'all, this live been lit. It didn't transform into something else. Y'all get out and hit that like button. We
Yeah,
spoke about
but
something I ain't
you
want to
know,
talk about.
we got a lot, Sharita. You got a lot to bring to the table too. I encourage you to let your voice be heard because it's some people out there that you can really help.
Yes.
And that's what these platforms need to be used for. To gain a dollar ain't it. The dollars will come. The dollars will come. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. You got to go into it and know that you are making a difference. Okay, Jamila back here. I dropped the line. She said she wanted to Jamila. Hey, Jamila Mila, you was back there, boo.
About to say, I know my bras ain't gonna do me like that.
Uh, no, I couldn't. I seen somebody down there, but it's like four people back there. I don't, y'all.
Look,
I didn't see your name. You know, I can't see. What's up, Mila?
girl, girl, girl. All this dang on stupid shit, stupid stuff.
Girl, they didn't want none
Look,
though. I was
I
checking them today.
got my daddy mouth, so I gotta think. But I just like yesterday up there, and then I said it before she even did it. Up there, she was like, when Lele went live, and she was like saying that she was gonna say some words, some stuff that happened to her or whatever. Because I remember in the old life that Punkyhead had already sit there and like said something. She was like, "Oh yeah, you act like I ain't used to eat you out when you was younger."
See, that's
So
What?
then I'm
crazy.
like, I already know what she gonna say. But
Mm-mm.
then I thought Lele had already went live. Then up there to come to find out, like you beat her to it. Like everything else that you do. Like you up there try to sit there and like throw a rock and hide your hand up there, and then you know everything that Coco and Lele is doing, but you don't watch them.
Oh, she watched him. It was confirmed
You watch
last night. That
faithfully.
lady's a big liar.
Yeah,
She's
she
watching
watched
them harder than anybody else
because
I
she
know.
knew
She's
everything
watching.
that they ain't gonna do it. But I wish people would watch like that. Tried that link I sent you, that thin line between love and hate.
Mm-hmm.
Up there, she was up there like, I am so in love. I am so in love. Then she started singing, "Feels so good, loving somebody. Somebody loves you back." And then she looked at Coco and he looked like, ugh.
Hey,
Who is
Rod, sis.
Riley?
Hold on, I ain't trying to cut nobody off. Rod, they say let Raleigh on. She got something that she want to say, really important, about
Okay.
something that happened between her and Teresa that's going on right now.
Okay, I'm letting Riley up. Hold on, Jamila. We got you, boo. But we seen that. What's up, Riley?
Hey Roz, hey, how are y'all doing?
Hey, we
I'm
good.
just getting off work. I've been on for 72 hours. I can pull over so y'all can see me. But I'm the white bitch that she always talked about. And maybe Sharita knows about it. There's a video that she
Oh,
did. I, I don't know. I'm driving at the same time. But I'm a forensic pathologist, everything else. I stumbled onto her website and I'm trying to work from
Your
it.
phone breaking up, Riley.
I talk to y'all because I got to say this because Ross, when you first started your channel,
I
I
think
had
you
sent you
called
some.
my phone. You
I
called me,
did,
huh?
and I
And you
sent
was
some
trying to give
stuff.
and you was trying to give Davion a warning, but you was working with her at the time, right?
No, is
Hmm.
what I had did is I had ordered. I'm pulling over now. Let me park. I had ordered some
Yeah, because I
stuff from her.
recognized your voice from that phone call. I remember, Sharita, I said a lady called my phone to verify my phone number or something when Treese was
yes,
trying to look me up.
yes,
I
I recognized the voice. I never forget a voice. But what happened,
I
yes,
Riley?
so this
Girl,
is what happened.
if you hear on some ill ass shit,
Nah, let's
don't do
give her a
that.
chance, Jamila. Wait a
yeah.
minute. Hold,
I
let's see.
want to
I
hear what
want to
you got to
see.
say.
No, this is what happened. If you go back to a video, she still has it up on her channel. I can tell you this. My daughter and me had ordered some stuff from her website before she had her little setup, whatever else. So she's at the time she was doing the tea bags inside her home. And
Mhm.
she was doing that, and she's got on a blue, like blue and black t-shirt dress, and she'll
Mhm.
keep saying April Henson and Riley. That she keeps saying that we're cons, we're this, we're that. This is what happened, and I've got a court. My next court case with her is in 2 weeks. Two
Mm.
Oh,
weeks. 2 weeks. And I told Roz, this is when she first started her channel. I said, I kid you not, I can send you court documents, anything that you need to see. I can send it to you because she is the biggest con, and so many people are falling for her bullshit. Now, let me
Mm.
ask you something. Do y'all remember when she did the video that she lifted the rent a thing for Christmas and pulled out all the gifts for Christmas,
Uh
and she
huh.
was in
Uh huh.
line. She was in
That she
line.
rented a storage and took the kids and
Yes,
surprised them.
yes,
Uh
that,
huh.
and then she was inside like Burlington's or something else, and she allowed a lady to go in front of her, and she told that lady she would get her stuff too.
I think I
That
remember that part. I know I know the
those
storage.
Oh, I've got those videos. I've got it all for court. I've got
Mhm.
every one. She used my credit card information, everything else.
Wow.
When I contacted her, she said, "You white bitch, that's the only thing you think about is coming for black women." I was like,
What?
"Let me, I've got it. I've got everything." That's what I was trying to tell you, Roz. I can send it to you. This is what's going on with me and her in Georgia. She did this to me. And I said, let me tell, I dropped everything. I said, let me tell you something, bitch. I have biracial kids. That don't mean shit. But don't you
Mm.
ever call me a white bitch and consider me something else. Y'all can
Mhm.
see every video. It's still up there on her crap.
I remember
The
them. I
one,
remember her making the tea bags. I remember her going to the store surprising her kids. And I don't
yes,
know about Burlington, but I remember those two.
yes, everything was done on my dime. She took my credit card. Then she wants to say that I'm just a white bitch from Alabama that's coming after she said the N word. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This
Wow.
this went on and on and on. On and on. Then she wants to contact me back. I kid you not, not even after we got out of court. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many PPP loans that she's got to pay back? Do you know how much shit's coming down on her?
I could
I
just imagine.
I gotta. I'm gonna send every bit of this shit to you because my attorney said, "Hey, she's out here doing this shit. She's calling out these people saying this one come here and this one do that." And then, do
Mm-hmm.
you remember? This is what pissed me off because she sent me, and I'll send it to you tonight.
So they
She
said for
sent
the
me.
day.
She sent me a text message. Do you remember not long ago she met the white woman, the blonde haired woman, and said she was giving her money and all this bullshit?
I don't remember that.
If you
Oh,
look, she has a video where she went and met a white family,
yeah.
and she was
Yeah, I
all
remember
right.
that.
Yeah, she sent me, and I promise you, I'm going to send you this. She said that right there is to make up for me saying anything. You will never say I disrespected a white person.
Wow.
That's what she sent
Damn.
me. That's the only reason why she took up that part. I cannot tell
Damn.
you.
So how?
I'm not kidding
So
you.
you saw him? You got proof that she used your credit card?
Yes, I do. And then my
Well,
lawyer, which I have a great lawyer, and this is what she rebutted with. She come back and she was like, I'm going through this, and this with my family. We're being split apart. There's this. She uses YouTube for everything. Let me tell you something. Y'all will love me because
Mm,
I'm bringing this bitch down. And if I have
mm,
to take her for everything, because the number one thing she wants to say, if your child dies, if your mama dies, if anybody
mm-hmm,
in your family dies, you get fucking life insurance. I've got every damn, just everything. I have not shared this with anybody, but I'm a
mm,
hardworking bitch. I make good money.
mm-hmm.
And she wants to sit here and say, "Oh, I can take you out, bitch. Please do. Provide your lawyer." Let me tell you something. She hasn't provided one. Every time we've gone into court, it has been a public attorney. So let me tell y'all
Wow.
something. She's bullshitting. I have the paperwork. My attorney told me it was okay to contact you because I told her, and
Mm-hmm.
my other one, because I can afford it. I said I had already sent some stuff to Ross, but that's when she was first getting started.
Look
I
at
don't
God,
think she
y'all. Look
trusted.
how God's showing out on this live tonight.
Yeah. Damn. So
You
she,
don't
you
have to do
ordered some
anything.
stuff. Yeah, I know.
I
I just
Right.
want the kids to
What
be okay.
somebody in the chat said, was it for 5K?
Was it for five? How much did she spend of your money?
She spent over, my money was over 5K. So this, whoever's saying it is right
Somebody
because it it had already come out. We've already had fights about it. The videos are still up.
Mm. Well,
I kid you
I hope
not.
you get justice. I hope she has to pay because she said she got 400 and some $1,000 in the bank. So
Let me
I don't
tell
know
you
why she
something.
just won't pay you back.
I will tell you the God's honest truth because between my attorneys and my PI, and I can release every bit of it, and I'm fixing to take her ass down because she's got to stop her shit. She's
Yes.
got to stop. And for people to sit there and be like, "Oh, we believe you, we do this and we do that." What kind of mother does what she does? Everything
Mm-hmm.
else, I'll be down. I have triplets that are 20, and I have a 27-year-old. I would be damn. Let me tell y'all something. This is how a mother works, okay? You can be This is what I tell my kids all the time. Come to me, tell me what you got to say. I've been saying this since they hit 13. Come to me,
Mm-hmm.
tell me what you got to say. We'll process it and go from there. But I'm your mom. I'm not your friend. And for
Exactly.
this bitch to sit here and do what she's done, I am fed up and
Yeah.
everything else. And let me tell you something, Therese Allen, I know you're going to come back with this. I do have the money, bitch. I do. And let me tell you something else to look up. My kid's dad is a lead singer of a famous band. So let me tell you something, bitch. Look it up. You already know. All your PP loans and all that shit. Why? Look, I gotta stop. I gotta stop, but I'm gonna say it because my
Okay.
attorney said I could, and I'm gonna say, Ross, I'm giving you permission because I'm gonna. I don't have the platform you do. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna give you permission. I'll send you a damn thing because I told my attorney tonight. My attorney will talk to you and your daughter. I'm done playing with her ass. But let me tell you something. You want to throw up fucking shit that I'm a white bitch? Let me tell you something. I don't care what you got to say. I have biracial kids, but he's a famous singer, bitch. You done mess with the wrong fucking one. I am pissed off. I've been at work. I do forensics, everything else. You want to throw up figures? We can go because I will take you for what you have, and then I'll divide it between everybody that you fucking done wrong. I have the permission to do that shit.
Right,
So don't come
right.
for me. And
Right,
I'm
but you
sorry for
guys
being
got
this way.
court in 2 weeks in Atlanta. I wish I
2
could
weeks.
be there. That is something. I
I'm
hope you
going,
get your
sis. I'm
money back.
flying down. I'm gonna be
Hey,
there.
I would give you permission. And then the other
Now that
things that
fuck, I can
she has
come on my
said,
own.
girl, I would pay for it because I am at this point fed up. And the judge did tell me, he said, look, once you file all this, and let me tell you something else, she's going to lie her ass out of this one. And I hope you do, Therese. You're going to lie your ass out of why you have to close down that supposed factory you have.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to close down other things? I'm fixing to put it out there. I have the permission to give it over to somebody else. But you've done so many people wrong. You've
Mm-hmm.
sat here and lied. You sat here and done god awful acts to, let me tell you something. Let me just get this off my chest because my son, I don't care. I have triplets. I have an older daughter, but my son is, there's something about him. I can't tell you what it is. I love all my kids equal, but there's something about a son. You let a bitch come up to my son when he was the 15, 16, 17, 18. Do these people not realize that is a predator? And she sits there and she gloats on the fact that she got with this young man that had a kid.
Mm.
Kids with her. And then I asked her, I said, okay, I kid you. And she left the video up. I'm sitting here going, you took my money, everything else. All she could keep saying was, this white bitch, this white bitch, this white bitch. And then she gave money to a white bitch in that family.
Mm. Well, she better get your money back, but I hope the judge see for what it's worth. Because if she used your credit card, with no authorization, I don't even know how she was able to do that. But if that's the
Is
case,
what I
then
did. Is what I did. We've been going through this ever since that Christmas where she opened the thing and everything else. And we've been to court, everything else. Then COVID hit, all this. But this
hmm
time, my attorney said you can take her down. But let me tell y'all, little tree stands, she don't have a pot to piss in. I
Baby
kid you
body
not.
laid it up.
She she's
Man.
got she's got some money. She's not a millionaire. She wasn't
Mm-mm.
a. She's not. Let me
Yeah,
tell y'all.
she said she
If
was down.
it was,
Mm.
look, I hired a private investigator, a good one. And let me tell you something. All her things are scams. She gets all this different money from her little fans, this, that, and the other. And I can
Mm-hmm.
tell you one other source. But for me to sit here and keep calling this out and this out, I'm going to send this to Ross. I've got permission to do it because it's
Mm-hmm.
public knowledge. I had a PI and then my attorney signed off on it. We proved it. She don't have the shit she does. She's running
Damn.
out of shit. I
Yeah,
kid you
I could
not.
tell that. I could tell that. She trying to make it look like something, but she can't do it how she wanted. Getting that deck and that on top of the ground pool, that's mediocre. But she's trying to make it like she's doing something, but it's really not doing nothing at all. I just
And
I
No,
just hope that, and if she's going to court with a public person to represent her, then she's taking advantage of the free system, because if you got over a certain amount of money in bank, you're not supposed to use public defenders or public people to
that's
help
right.
you. You're supposed to pay,
I was just
because
gonna
what
tell
can
they
you
I
that.
do
tell y'all
then is that
something? Can I tell
hmm
y'all something? You know, when she said that she just said the other night, well, I need to throw all my shit in my sister's name, this, that, and the other.
uh-huh, yep,
Let me tell y'all, she threw some shit into her sister's name. But
hmm
let me just break this down. I promise y'all, I can absolutely say this is going to be guaranteed, and she can come because I don't care because this white bitch is going to take her down. I give y'all 3 weeks.
hmm
Facebook won't have
put
her
a lien on
anymore.
that house if
YouTube
she has.
won't have her anymore. Instagram, whatever else she uses, I promise y'all, because I ain't gonna use the F word. She messed with me the wrong time of my life,
And once you
and
get a
she thinks I'm
ruling,
gonna back down. And then she
yeah,
told me, she goes, "Well, what are you gonna use? What money you got, bitch? I've got some money. I've
yeah,
got some money." And oh, and let me tell y'all this, because Therese, she figured this one out. I gave her credit for it. So I do have a third attorney. I didn't tell nobody about it, but it's my brother-in-law. She don't want to mess with Texas. So I brought Texas, Alabama, and Georgia into it because she fucked my other sister over in Texas. And so
Dang.
I'm sending all this crap to Roz. Roz,
Yeah,
if
send
you
it to
want
me
to
Yeah, you
because
post
gotta
it,
one
send
thing
it
I'm
to
gonna
I'm
me.
giving you
advise you
full
We gotta do some
if
permission.
she
White
used
I
the
will
House.
sit here and write it out, sign a full thing. I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of her using people, what she's done to her kids and everything else. She runs every fucking body off.
yeah.
Everybody.
Riley, you
Coco
definitely
didn't.
you that
I
we
have
would
been following. I just sit in the background, but I was like, when I really got distressed and Ross first started her channel, I was like, I gotta tell her something. I gotta
Mhm.
just say something, but I gotta. You were first starting off everything. I don't need monetary gain from anything, but to just get the enjoyment of taking her ass down, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it.
and it's your money.
I'm gonna
And
do it.
if you get a
Sorry to say it.
ruling in your
Whoever else
favor,
wants to
send
defend
it to
her,
Facebook
whatever
and
else, I
YouTube
don't care.
because
But I
she
am
can't
taking her
use
down.
she
I
can't
do have
use
the
these
money.
platforms to take people information. Like that's identity theft. So I wish you well. I wish you well, Riley, and I'm glad you shared that with us. You can send me whatever you want to send me. You can send it to me or Sharita. She hung up, y'all. Hello, Sharita.
no,
What you doing? Hello. Why I can't hear him, Dede? I can I can hear Sharita a little bit.
hello.
Where you at?
No,
What's wrong with your phone, Sharita? Hello, Jamila. Damn, what happened? I'm gonna remove y'all. Come back in. Can you guys hear me, Chad? I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. We can hear you, Ross. Okay, we can hear you. Okay, Sharita, them day they dropped that link up in here. Oh damn! You need to plug your phone up, Buddha. I don't know if the lady. I don't know. I would have to see it to believe it all, you guys. It's just like too much going on. Let's see. Who is this? Ronnie. I don't know you. Oh, Jamila. Let's see if I can add her. Mila, I wonder who turned the damn thing off. That's weird. Plug up. Oh, they talking about plug up your phone, Buddha. Crack it up. A thief too. Hey, you know what? We don't know. We would have to see that to believe it. I mean, I don't like to be judgmental, but she seemed a little bit intoxicated to me. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I was hearing. Let's see. Jamila. I do not know these people. I'm sorry. I ain't letting nobody on here I don't know. That's like opening the door for a stranger. I can't open the door for a stranger. But I don't know, y'all. Look, they Jamila can't even hear me. I guess that's God way and probably telling us we done been on here long enough. We're gonna resume this conversation tomorrow. Oh, let's see who is this. If this is my girl, Sharita. Who I don't know. I don't want. If you got to be careful who you let up on this thing because I don't really know what Riley was talking about, y'all. It just blew me, but she got to send me the proof. Let's see, Jamila. Jamila, how you sending me a thing if you already on here? This guy way of telling me to get off this thing. Jamila, I can't hear you. Okay, y'all, I can't hear nobody. Jamila trying to come on, but I can't hear them. So that's my sign from God. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. I'm supposed to be going to the nail shop, but we gonna pick up this conversation tomorrow at noon. Y'all stay tuned because I want to get y'all opinion. Was y'all feeling Raleigh conversation? Because I don't know. I really don't know what that was about. Who is that? That's Jamila right there. I'm victim when you what? She right. That's what I'm thinking. Mika. I'm like, that was kind of weird. But Treese probably had her call in because when I first started my channel, Treese had a lady call me. Remember Davion? The lady was like, "Oh, I want to warn you and Davion about Latrice Allen." And I was like, "Who is that?" And then later on that night, they sent pieces to the house when she was trying to find out where we was at or whatever. So that type of stuff be so weird to me, you guys. And then how she was sounding, give me the court. Right. We would have to look that up, honey. We would have to look that up. Everybody said yes, yes, yes. Delete me for what? Why they want to delete you, boo? Yes, I was. Yes, I remember Roz. Okay, yes, I remember that for I remember that for Christmas too, but I don't know if it was her card or not, you guys. But I don't put nothing past her. Why would she sit up there and make up a lie like that's the truth to be somewhere? I don't know. I'm just I straddle the fence until I get till it resonate within me, you guys. Riley is a big Riley was a big okay, her and her husband was in need. Wow, that's something. Noon your time. Yeah, noon my time, Gina. We gonna be on here chopping it up. But y'all see, Shonda didn't want it. Debbie played the victim. If they would have never put my name and my son name, well, Shonda never put my son name in her mouth, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. But you guys, I'm sure the channels is on and popping tonight because either they gonna be quiet or they gonna keep it going and they gonna test me to see where I'm gonna take it. But I'm gonna take it all the way there, you guys. I promise. But I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in for this late night conversation. I had a really good time. Thanks to Jamila, Melissa, Sabrina, Sharita, everybody that joined this live and made it possible. Thank you, Ross Squad, for being here. I love you guys, but I'm gonna end this live and I'll talk to everybody tomorrow at noon. Love you guys. Okay, good night.